And then finally, the other subject, a big one, and that was Iran. She's been meeting, actually lobbying with her fellow foreign ministers here in London, and in fact brought two experts with her on sanctions. That's the big issue. We talked about sanctions, and she said it's aimed at changing the mindset of the Iranian government's leaders.
The sanctions will be tough and clearly aimed at the Iranian economy, but that the international community does not have a choice. This is unfortunately a situation in which the behavior of the Iranian government, not just in this instance, but what they're doing to protesters and demonstrators. I mean, one of the foreign ministers from a Muslim country told me with just total bewilderment. He said, how can they have a death penalty to demonstrate? I mean, that's basically what they've come to. So their society is under a lot of stress. We think it's imperative to change the calculus of the leadership, and we think this is an appropriate way to proceed, so we are pursuing it.
So change the calculus. That's an interesting phrase. How quickly all of this will happen, not clear. The Secretary wouldn't say exactly when they will have those sanctions ready, but you can bet, Hal, that they are working very, very hard at putting those together right now.
And what kind of shape would these sanctions take? I mean, it's interesting that sanctions in the past haven't delivered the political results that were hoped for by the United States and some of its allies. How would these be different?
Well, there are two things that they want to do. There are existing sanctions, and they want those enforced, because many of them are not enforced. The new ones would be targeting the Revolutionary Guard Corps. They are very much in charge of major portions of the Iranian economy. And they're also, they want to target them because, as they have said, the U.S. and others have said that the Revolutionary Guard are really responsible for much of the repression of the demonstrators. So that said, they continue to say that there are two tracks, that they're willing to talk. They want the Iranians to do what the international community wants them to do, which is give up the nuclear program, but at the same time they have these sanctions and they're moving ahead. Hala, one thing is the Russians pretty much are now on board, but the real question is the Chinese.
All right, thanks very much, Jewel Doherty. They're reporting to us live from London. They're on her interview with Secretary of State Hillary Clinton.